Welcome to the Cosmic Intelligence Podcast. I'm Slenta Fox, your host, and today we are exploring working live with practitioners. We do this for two reasons. If you are a practitioner, this is to expand your skills maybe to see how other people are doing it. If you are a layperson and maybe interested in having a session, this gives you a taste of how the practitioner works, but this also is an opportunity for you, if you feel aligned to the practitioner, to the topic, to follow along and also perhaps do some deep inner releasing yourself. As a practitioner of 16 plus years doing energy work, transformational coaching, quantum emotional clearing, EFT, I now have an energy training school, Inner Expansion Foundation, where we bring all of these tools together, teaching practitioners, energy healers, coaches, and professionals an overlay technique and modality to enhance the skills that you have and to get better results for your clients. Enjoy this series, like and subscribe, and follow us to add more depth to the work you already do. I'd like to welcome Rose Covenant. She's an Ascension Alchemist. She is a healer. She is cosmic. She's a good friend of mine, and she helps visionaries and leaders move from survival into love. She does a lot of other things too. And so today we're going to experience one of her sessions. So very exciting. I experienced her the first time. Well, we went on a 10-day expedition to Peru together, which was amazing, and became friends. And one day sat next to her and just experienced who she was and loved that. And you just have such a great energy to you, Rose. So I'm really glad you're here with us today. And so this is something different and new, and vulnerable, having a session live. It's not vulnerable when I'm giving them and doing it for someone else, but this is different. So I would love for you to tell us about your work, how you do it, and maybe how this might look today.
So how it might look today, every session is different. Everything is highly intuitive, and it depends on you and where your system wants to go, how deep you're comfortable going on camera now here. So this session might be a little lighter than some of the deeper work that I do with clients. It really depends where someone is in that moment. My style is a mix of intuitive guidance mixed with somatic work, inner child work, sometimes EFT tapping, and really just holding a coherent field of non-judgmental love and coherence, and allowing your field, the intelligence that is deep within you, to use me as a mirror to find what is maybe a distortion within your field that is ready to be seen and released. More light and love that is ready to anchor into your tissues. You might experience emotions come up. You might experience some somatic releases. You might feel kind of neutral. And then tomorrow, in the middle of having coffee, cry. Like just being open to whatever is moving in your field, creating that really space of mutual trust and safety. I'm not here to heal you or to tell you what's right or wrong, simply to hold that coherent space so that you can come more deeply in your truth. Oftentimes, especially as healers, as people who have been doing the work for so long, it's not that we need one more tool. We need someone who has done their own deep work, who has gone to their own deepest depths, just to be there with us when we're in ours. That's where the magic really happens.
I like that. I like that a lot. Well, the floor is yours. I'm yours. And let's just go as deep let's just go with the flow and forget we have a camera, and then whatever doesn't feel good for you or I, we can take out. We don't have to show the world. Sorry, world.
Sorry, world. Yeah, it's funny you said it's vulnerable on your end. It also feels vulnerable on my end.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
To be seen in
To be
a broader
seen.
sense. Totally. Totally.
The beauty of the universe. First off, thing that I offer, that I guide, that I say is always an invitation. You are sovereign and safe in your field. You know what is aligned for you, what is best for you moment by moment. I may reflect something and it may land. It may land now, it may land later. You might have a frictiony reaction, and that might be what helps unlock that next layer of truth for you. This is really just allowing space for your inner knowing to flow even more freely than it has. So if it feels good for you, just let the eyes closed, take a few centering breaths. Can already feel more energy flowing on my end. And just allowing yourself to connect more deeply with the earth, bringing your focus from the soles of your feet down into the earth. And reaching those roots down, down deeper until they reach the very core of the earth. Knowing that this incarnation, here now in this moment, this body is created of the earth. And that really everything is deeply temporary. We get caught in the mind thinking we have to make the right choice. Or then if we make the wrong choice, all will be lost. Can put a lot of pressure on ourselves. But there's a deep truth that we are temporary in this incarnation on the earth, that we are hurtling through space, through a galaxy, around a galactic center, and that the mind, while it tries to keep us safe, and we can be so grateful for that, there's also much more awareness, intelligence that is available to us moment by moment. And bringing your awareness up to your crown and reaching up, feeling your connection with the cosmos, with the stars, with what is beyond, what is before, with what is eternal. If it feels good for you, you can invite source energy, love, the highest authentic vibration that feels good to you, allowing it to flow through you, moving from your crown, through each energy center in your body, through the soles of your feet, down into the earth. Just feeling this deep connection, both grounded with the earth and connected to your cosmic essence. Feeling the space where these energies meet in the very center of your heart. And if you feel any contraction or if you feel moved to, you can always put a hand on your heart, on your low belly. You can tap your sternum or any of the tapping points, whatever feels good for you. Just trusting yourself to arrive fully here. And in this moment, does it feel most supportive for you to open your eyes and share a bit about what's arising for you right now? Or would you like to stay in this more still meditative state as we explore?
I think just share.
Hmm.
Yeah. One of the things that came up as you were speaking, or I think I'm in this transitionary phase of moving out of being a caretaker for people and into my own
Mm.
space of building and bringing this vision that I've had for so long into the world. And even though I've practiced surrendering and not knowing the future, I am a seer, and usually I would see in, at least a few months into what each will go next. And it feels like that's shortening into weeks, literally a 2 week period. And I'm getting the sense where I can kind of feel inklings maybe 3 or 4 weeks out. That's different for me because I have known this. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm being
Mm.
asked to trust so much and so deeply on every single level of like taking that leap of faith and just seeing what happens, and also decoupling, I think, from these lost little threads of ego, of
Yeah.
identity. And that is kind of where I am. And over the weekend, it was very intense. And I was like spiraling. It was taking all of my tools to keep me centered and grounded and kind of literally experiencing fear, like a lot of fear, it's not a feeling I feel in the top of my awareness very often.
Mm.
It might be something like under the surface that when I get really real with myself, yeah, it's probably afraid. But this was like full on, like, no, I'm just like afraid of what is going to happen because there's all these uncertainties. And so I moved out of that, but that is what's real for me in my life right now.
Mm.
What's going. And I think as well, like stepping into these new identities, and I think many of us are.
Yeah.
And I've been working with that a number of months. Well, for a long time, like years, but particularly.
Journey in general, yeah.
Yeah. Particularly like with this new identity of this person I've always been preparing for, where I do have the time and space to just do my thing 100% all out. Let's do it. Yeah. And it is awesome. And seeing myself in where that can lead right now. So,
Okay. Just breathe. If it feels good for you, you might close your eyes or keep them open. Just take a few breaths and come into your body. So it feels like you just kind of left the body, zoomed up to the mind, gave a little recap. So I want to just invite you back in, even deeper in, and to honor that you've moved through a lot of fear, and that fear is just a survival echo. And we can send so much love to the parts of your brain, the parts of your nervous system, the parts of your energy field that have kept you alive, that have nurtured the version of you that exists now through the times that you were a caregiver, and acknowledging that even being awake and being conscious and being connected and channeling your higher self and feeling that deep connection, that you're still in a human body and a human experience. And what's coming up in your body? Do you have any sensations as you fight with your camera?
people are calling me.
It's almost like there's resistance in your field to looking at the fear.
Yeah, probably. I feel sensation in the back of my neck and shoulders, like this heat rising above my shoulder blades, up my spine a little bit, kind of where your neck is holding that up.
Just taking a few slow breaths and allowing your body to settle even more. And if it's here, just tuning into those sensations and asking what they're holding. What's the emotion that they're holding right now?
Mm. That was what came up when you asked that. Angry at life. It doesn't look the way I think it should.
What was the emotion? Cut out for a moment.
What was the emotion? Anger.
Mm.
Anger that it wasn't like, yeah. I feel angry at life often.
Stay in.
Okay.
Stay in the anger. You found some anger. This is beautiful. No need to solve it with the mind right now. Just allow it to be in your body, knowing that you're safe, you're held, you've got you, I've got you. It's safe to feel this anger right now.
And it's kind of moved into the front of my body, sadness, anger. And
How old is this sadness and anger? Is this life, past life? Do you want to go into that past life now, or do you want to just be with it in a somatic place?
I think it wants to stay in this life because even though it feels older, it feels very real in this life right now. Maybe stay with it in a somatic place.
And in this life, how old were you when you first felt this anger and sadness that things are not as they're supposed to be?
I think it's my parents, my mother's, like young, very, very young, like internalizing other people's idea of how things need to be.
I honor your wisdom that's coming through, and I invite it to come even more deeply from the body.
Okay.
How old were you when you first felt this, took on this anger and sadness from your mother?
Young, like a baby.
Okay. And if it feels good for you, you can ask yourself, your higher self, to drop in front of your eyes an image of this baby who first started feeling this angry and sadness from her mother. Do you see this baby?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Are you her or do you see her?
I see her. I could do both. What do you want? It flipped between the two. At first, I was her, and then when you asked that, I was seeing her.
So when you're ready, you can step in as yourself, as the loving adult who you are now, and you can let her know telepathically who you are and ask her if she's willing to be with you right now in this.
She is.
And you can ask her, does she want you to hold her? Does she want you to sit with her? What feels good for her?
Keep breathing. So much rage that extends into every direction of time.
Beautiful.
Frustration for me and for everyone.
Mm.
I feel like in my family line, particularly.
Mhm. So just holding that little one, holding her in her anger. And with the first level of anger, does it have a color, a texture?
Turquoise,
Just
like
allow.
grainy.
You can ask her, what does that anger need to do? Does it need to destroy something? Does it need to explode
Mm.
someone into a million pieces? What needs to happen for that anger to express itself fully? Knowing that anything that happens here is transmuted into love. Any violence that may come through is honored as an energy moving. And of course, we would never do anything violent in the 3D world.
Witnessing it, being with it, sitting with it, I can see or feel the energy, like, as what I said, like, throughout time, it started to flow. It was
Uh-huh.
when I saw it first, it was just this accumulation of, like, and now it feels like it's, like, flowing through time,
Mm.
space, dimensions, reality. So maybe that's what it needs. It needs to move.
Mhm. And so dropping more deeply in with her, with this little one, let's let her decide what needs to happen with the anger. Does she need to breathe fire like a dragon? Does she need to throw lightning bolts from the sky? Does she need to just scream? Does she need to cry? What does she need?
She needed to not hold it because it wasn't even hers.
Mm.
She feels very at peace now having, yeah, experienced that right when we went there.
And what about sadness? Has that also moved or is that still present in her?
It's moved. She feels very calm and disconnected from it, like out of the stream of whatever it was.
Out of the collective consciousness, egregor of
Yeah,
sadness and anger. Yeah.
it's almost like the stream of it is behind her and she just moved out of the way and she's a child again, living her doesn't have to be in that.
The deep truth that she's remembered now around this anger and sadness.
She can just live. She doesn't have to make any decisions.
Mm.
She can just exist. Just be. It doesn't have to hold the emotions of the adults around her.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
And with this theme of not needing to be holding the emotions of adults around her, you can ask her if she wants to talk to the higher self of either both of your parents or anyone in your lineage. This is their higher self. It is their pure loving self. It is not their personality and judgment.
She doesn't want to. Or maybe I don't want to.
That's okay. Is it you or is it her that doesn't want to?
Yeah. Oh, we could talk to my mother's higher.
Don't push her. Is it you
Okay.
that doesn't want to, or is it her that doesn't want to?
I think she understands. She doesn't need to.
She doesn't
I
need
think
to, and you don't want to.
she doesn't need to. Yeah.
What?
Well, and I think my resistance is, I think doing that will connect me to my mom, and that'll be emotional, which feels like grief.
Mm.
What day is it today? The 5th? On
Yeah.
6th. The 5th. She died a year ago tomorrow.
Let it come. Let it come. You're safe. It's okay to let this grief move now. It's okay. Just keep breathing and let it come. Do you want to connect to your mom now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, knowing that this little one has stepped out of any sort of anger and sadness, knowing that she's safe, you can call in your higher self who will hold that little one, and we're just going to be with you here now. And when you're ready, you can ask the higher self of your mom to come through. It may be a felt sense. You may see her, you may see light. Just be with her however she arises.
She's here. She's very close.
Hmm.
And she wants me to know that too. I need to let her in more. She's with me all the time. I know that in my head, but this is a good reminder for my to connect to her energy, to her
Hmm.
wisdom, to her higher self.
Just allow that connection to deepen now. Instead of telling yourself what you should be doing, just stay with that connection. You experience her as a felt sense, as a visual, as a voice. How do you feel her?
A visual and a felt sense.
And where are you two in the visual?
I'm here and I see her face in front of me.
Mm. Is there anything that you feel like you want to tell her in this moment?
Mm. She already knows it all.
Anything about this, the theme of lineage, the anger, the sadness, anything that you need to verbalize, not because she knows or doesn't know, but because you need to tell her.
No, just I can feel
connection and energy between her and me, and that's enough.
Do you feel any anger at her?
No, no, I just feel her love and her presence and her support. She always supported me the
Mm.
most of anyone. All my crazy ideas and schemes and going out on a limb, and she always was there.
No, but the questions that you were asking before, sort of this feeling of stepping into this new identity and feeling some untrust, discomfort in the unknown. Just see what guidance she has for you. Just asking any guidance that she has around navigating this unknown, navigating this new identity.
She's telling me to step out of it again, like I did when I was a child, and have the stream of whatever's happening to be behind me and step into that place of the moment and not needing to make a decision and not needing to do stuff. That innocence of like,
Do you want to step out of it now?
yeah.
You can feel yourself, see yourself, notice where you're in those streams, noticing that this energy is not yours. This is a collective consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
almost a separate entity of anger, of distrust of the unknown, of sadness, of separation. And when you're ready, just like stepping out of a shallow river, you can step out of it.
Yeah, she's saying to be in the curiosity and the wonder instead, and the excitement of something new and different, and instead of the anchor of surety, which is fine too, but yeah, just reminding myself that's what I like anyway.
And do you feel clear of those rivers of collective emotion?
Mm-hmm.
It feels good for you. You can just imagine wiping off any drips of it that might be on you, shaking it off, being fully clear of it.
Mm.
And just inviting in full relationship with your personal, full human experience and allowing that to be separate from taking on all of the energy of the collective consciousness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to do it in everything, not just this step into my own stream.
Do you have a visual impression of your own stream?
Well, I have a visual of how it looked and felt when I did it from when I was a child and when I did it now.
Do you want to step into your,
Yeah.
or do you feel like you're already in it?
I feel like I'm already in it. It's just stepping out of the other one, stepping off that highway back
What does it feel like
into
to be
me.
in your stream?
It feels peaceful and calm. It feels like being stepping out of the city into the country off the busy freeway. And now it's just like my little country paradise sanctuary. Nature all around me, calm energy, feeling the flow of the earth, nature around me.
And if there was a glow or color around this image of you being on your nature lane, what would it be?
It's beige, but like light brown, beige, calming, neutral,
Beautiful.
balance.
Just taking a snapshot of this neutral, balanced, beige image,
A little glowing.
glowing beige.
Everything's glowy in my world.
Just bringing that image in front of your heart space, seeing it even more clearly, crisply, turning up the saturation, turning up the glow. And when you're ready, bringing that image, that energy into your heart, allowing it to move and fill your entire body, allowing that energy to extend beyond your body, filling the field around you. And again, seeing this image even more brightly, even more clearly, all around you, in front, behind, to the left, to the right, above and below. And coming back to this little one who's in her own energy. Is she in a same energy or in a separate energy?
She's in a separate energy. I mean, that the surroundings are her life, her
What's the
immediate
color
life
around
around
for you?
her. Pardon?
What's the color of the energy, the feel of it around her when she's in this
Mm,
peaceful, loving place?
it's almost the same, except for it has like a pinkish hue to it,
Mm,
pinkish beige.
yeah.
I guess the things I see around it are a bit different. Instead of the outdoors, it's more like nurturing playroom, being in her
I'm
mother's
taking
arms.
And taking a snapshot of that image. She's in your mother's
Mm.
arms. And taking a snapshot of her being held by your mom in this beautiful pinky beige glowing energy.
Mm.
And bringing that image into the center of your heart, feeling it more clearly, allowing that energy to flow through every cell of your body, down to your bones, down to the marrow of the bones, every single cell and the spaces in between, down to the very DNA in those cells, allowing this truth to wash through you, that you've always been safe, always been loved,
Mm.
and inviting in that trust in the unknown, allowing that
Mm.
energy to extend beyond your physical body, 360 degrees around you. Beigey pink energy, allowing it to flood your field. There you go.
Mm.
And sending some love to her, sending some love to your mom's higher self for being here.
Mm.
And reminding yourself that even though there is a thin, thin veil of grief between you and your mom, that just on the other side of that is a
Mm.
very active, loving relationship.
Mm. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yeah. Is there anything else that's coming through for you right now?
Nothing new, just anchoring in that love, just feeling that love very big in my chest.
Well,
Warm, soft, nurturing.
just taking a few more deep breaths, feeling that feeling in your heart and your body. And in your own time, take as long as you like. You can open your eyes.
Mm.
Hi.
Mm.
Anything you want to share? Does that feel complete?
It feels complete.
I'd like to thank Rose Covenant for coming on today, for sharing her skills, her gifts, her love, her vibration, her coherence, and the beautiful transformational energy that she held today. If you're interested in experiencing Rose, you can follow the link below and dive deeply into feeling more inner peace, inner spaciousness, and returning to love. Like and subscribe, and if more inner peace is what you're looking for, if you're looking for a way to reset monthly and during the month, with quick 5, 10, 15-minute videos and guided reset experiences, click the link below and join our baseline community where we do a monthly nervous system reset. Thank you. Thank you for joining us and listening. If you enjoyed this content, we invite you to like and subscribe. If you're interested in energy intelligence technologies to calm yourself, regulate yourself, and start to use these technologies for your own benefit, you can follow the links below and engage.